Hi, and welcome back to the Script Breakdown series. I'm Brandon with StudioBinder Academy. In this lesson, I'll be covering how to tag elements on the breakdowns page. To tag elements, you'll want to open a scene on the breakdowns page. To do this, hover your cursor over the breakdown menu here on the sidebar and select breakdowns from the pop-out menu. On the breakdown index page, click the scene heading for the scene you would like to start tagging elements in. This will load the script for that scene so you can begin tagging elements. Now, you have a couple of ways to tag elements. The first is to select a word or group of words in the script by double-clicking or clicking and dragging to select the text. I'm going to select tint. A drop-down menu will appear that will have a list of element categories for you to choose from. This is a prop, so I'm going to choose the prop category. And below the category list is an option to tag all mentions in the script. So if you know that there are multiple scenes that contain this same element, you can select this option to automatically tag the element in all of those scenes. I'm going to select this option and click Add Element. Now I can see that the element has been tagged in 4 scenes and has been added to the sidebar here on the left. The second option for tagging elements is if there's an element that doesn't actually appear in the text of the script. You can use the sidebar here on the left to manually tag an element to the scene. To do this, click the Add More Elements button here, and in the drop-down menu, type the name of the element, select a category, and then click Add Element, and the element will be added to the scene. One thing to note is that an element can only be tagged once per scene. If there will be multiples of the same element, you can use the quantity field to indicate this. An additional use case for using the sidebar to tag elements is to tag an element in multiple categories. For example, if I want to tag tint in the set dressing category as well, I can click the Add More Elements button, type in tint, select set dressing, and click Add Element. And now tint is in both the props and set dressing categories. Above the text of the script, you have a scene heading bar with options to assign cast and shooting locations. Now, StudioBinder does automatically tag cast members if they have been formatted within a scene as a character, meaning they have dialogue within the scene. However, if a character only appears in an action line, they may not be recognized. In those instances, you can use the Assign Cast feature to assign those cast members to the scene. To navigate to another scene, you can use the arrows to move forward or backward, or the Jump to Scene drop-down menu here to quickly jump to a specific scene. And below each scene, you will also notice a Scene Notes section, which can be used in multiple ways. One example is to relay notes if there may be a specific type of prop needed. For example, I want to relay that for the tint, I want to make sure it's a bright colored tint that will stand out, so I'm going to add a note here. I can go even further by adding a link to a tint that I would like. Now, anyone with access to this page will see exactly the type of tint I'm looking for. Lastly, once you've tagged elements, they are automatically populated to the Elements page. To navigate to this page, click the Elements button here. On the Elements page, the left sidebar here has a list of all of the element categories. By default, the All Elements category is selected. To filter the list, click on a category title in the sidebar. When an element category has been selected, you will have options to merge or remove elements. This can come in handy if there happens to be multiples of the same element. For example, if there was a misspelling on one of the element names, it could be merged with the original element. Or you can remove it altogether. For the cast members category, you will also see a cast ID column. These are automatically determined based on the number of scenes the character appears in. However, you can drag and drop the cast into the order you would like, and the cast ID will automatically be updated. There are also additional features to add a rate, notes, or view the scenes that an element has been tagged in. Lastly, you have the ability to create your own custom element categories. For example, I want to create a category for camera. To do this, I'll scroll down to the bottom of the left sidebar and click the Add Category button here. In the pop-up, I'll enter a name, select a tag color, and click Create Category. Now, back on the breakdowns page, I can add a new element and select the camera category from the drop-down menu. In the next lesson, I'll be covering how to import or sync a new version of the script to the project. Be sure to like and subscribe to be notified when new lessons are added. I'm Brandon with StudioBinder Academy. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.